Hello and welcome to Screwy Loops, and today it's kind of a bit of a spontaneous live stream really. I kind of thought about this about 10 minutes ago. I was just kind of playing around on NoLimits and come across this really awesome recreation of air at Alton Towers. I haven't really looked at it yet, I've just kind of spent a minute in there. And it's something I kind of wanted to share with you guys because it just hit me straight in the feels. I mean, I know many of you people probably have similar nostalgia to Alton Towers as I do, so you need to experience this. I'll get straight to it. So, where am you now, NoLimits? Here we go. So this recreation was created by DJD 711, I believe the account was called. Has we got anything on here? Yeah, recreated by Dave Ainsworth, who I believe is one of the men who was behind Virtual Towers Online. If you watch the other Let's Plays, he's one of those who's been creating the build of that. 3D texture support by Archie, car textures by Chuck and Ski, ride information from John Wardley and Richard Lerwell. Wow. All 3D created in SketchUp, which has limited me in the long run, so I am sorry for any performance issues. LOD clipping has been used to help best way possible. There was a little bit of lag. Bear in mind I have got everything on the highest possible settings, but it just looks stunning and you need to check this out. So without further ado, let's go in. How's everyone doing anyway while we're loading? I'll just have a check on the chat. Hello. JCB J lads, been a fan for ages. Cheers, man. I'm so excited for Towers to open again, and me. This is probably the nearest thing to get into Towers at the moment, for me anyway. It's it's so realistic, unreal. Here we go. I'm going to do this kind of like a complete experience because I feel like... Let's go. Oh god, I'm walking. Let me fly. Right, let's start from the beginning of the area because you just really got to walk through it like a normal day out. It's a bit foggy at the moment. Let's drop the fog down. It's probably a bit intense on the fog. I like the clouds. It kind of reminds me of like a summer day at Alton Towers where you got kind of clouds scattered across the sky. I'll dabble around with the weather later, but like just listening to the music, it just really brings me back to, you know, 2 years ago when I used to come to Alton Towers and Air was here before Galactica. Just a show of hands, who prefers the soundtrack to Air, or who prefers the soundtrack to Galactica? This is the stuff you won't be able to see at Alton Towers anymore. They've got the sign here. I believe it's pretty much exactly like it was back in the day. Got the air shop, which unfortunately isn't accessible at the moment, but we've got all the tables here and you've got the beautiful view of air. It's a lot like Virtual Towers Online. I imagine this will probably be very similar to the build on Virtual Towers Online of Air, or Galactica even. Being as the main man himself, Dave Ainsworth, he's worked on this and he's been working hard on Virtual Towers Online also, so we might see some similarities. Love this. You got the view and the lift now. This is something as well. Does anyone know how high the lifter is? Because like from the bottom of the lifter you kind of start underground and then you go to the top. I'm kind of thinking, is this like the tallest lifter in the entire park? I don't know. Who knows? I'll have to find out.
When seated, place your legs on
See what everyone's saying, yeah. Galactic soundtrack to Air, definitely. Yeah, I prefer the Air soundtrack, but again I feel like that's nostalgia talking more than anything, but it just kind of brings me back. I don't know what it is, every time I hear it, it brings me back to like, you know, when I was about 13 and I was like going to Alton Towers with my friends, still getting into coasters, lovely sunny day, well, slightly overcast, typical Alton Towers feel though. Look at this, we've even got little tables here. And I'm showing you the boring stuff first, but we'll get to the juicy stuff. We'll get a nice view of this. So, like, can you sit down? I know you can get on the rides, obviously, but... yeah. It's just one of those chilled rides, man. I really like it. Obviously not my favourite coaster at the park, but... something about it. I like this bit here when it comes around this corner, it's always a good shot. I might dabble around with the operations on this, because you can manually ride up coasters on NoLimits, so I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm no ride up, I'll tell you that now. Let's just take this in, man. Like, nice trip down memory lane while I'm stuck in the house. 60 foot. I think it's roughly 60-70 feet. I believe the lift though from ground, but from the bottom, sure it's got to be towards 100 feet maybe. I don't know. This is what I like. Remember this? Everyone used to just stand outside the front of there. You have your little picture taken. Brilliant. Try and wait for it to come down here. I want to get a nice shot of this. Yeah, should we speed up time? Defy time. Oh, here it is. Just slow down time. Here we go. Look at that. Dramatic effect. Air has entered the matrix. Right, let's just have a little walk around the queue. So it's a nice day. It's a very busy day though. It's going to be about 2 hour queue even though no one's in the park. But picture this when going through. Let's check it all in. Let's go around. I've never actually been. I've been up here. This was years ago, probably when air was, you know, just opened for the first few years. I've only ever been up this section, probably once or twice. But it's interesting to get a view from up here. So it's been a while. Good God, I didn't realise how far this queue actually goes.
For your own safety, please do not sit, stand, or climb
the monorail.
Fences. Thank you.
I do wish, like, if the park was to expand, I know, yeah, it gets busy towards Scarefest, but I'd love to take a piece of that car park out, expand Forbidden Valley into this area a bit, get a new coaster in, you know what I mean? Like, it just, I'm not too sure where they can expand on. But like, if you look down here, imagine if they kind of just extended Forbidden Valley to go into this area a bit. Who knows? And maybe build car park a bit more over the other side of the car park, if that makes sense. I don't know. But something needs to happen, because if I'm going to fit in a new coaster, I'm going to seriously, what a shot. They're going to seriously need to think of something to kind of make some more space. Here we go. Sounds ridiculous, but this is like the ideal Alton Towers weather for me. Just kind of like this bit of overcast, a little bit of sun. It just, that is Alton Towers in a nutshell. Right, which way should we go? Left or right? What we're saying? We've got that side, could probably see a bit more. It's all enclosed now on Galactico, just remembered. You've got all the little stars in the bridge. We go left. I was gonna rely on you lot, but I don't know if we'll all chat. Left. Everyone's saying left. A couple of rides, but I'm gonna go left. We'll go right next time. Do a backseat ride on it, yeah. Let's go around there. That's weird. Was there ever like an air logo on this bit? I can't remember. I know there's a Galactica logo. I'm sure there is. You can kind of see as well inside the little transfer bit where the train kind of sits.
When seated, Place
Right, here
your
we go.
legs in the
Let's check this
restraints
out.
and pull the overhead harness down to lock in the
Hold on.
armrests.
Look you up, yeah. Ah, that's
Please be
is
ready
that for
to
the
ride by securing all
priority
your personal
entrance,
items.
disable entrance? I don't know.
Any
Something like that.
loose or larger items
Here we
such
go.
as cameras,
What's your
phones,
ideal
and
seat?
bags
Like, what should we
must
go
be
for?
left
First ride of
in
the
lockers.
first ride of the day. We go
We
front, back.
request that you refrain from
Number
smoking,
3, number 4. I
eating,
don't
or
know.
drinking within the station area.
Galactic
Thank you.
Air.
For your own safety,
Let's go front.
please
You
do
know, there's
not
only one
sit,
way to
stand,
ride air
or
for me.
climb
It's
on the
seriously
queue
like
line fences.
sitting on the front of this
Thank
thing.
you.
No VR headsets this time, I'll tell you that. Does anyone else get like really confused like when they first went on this and ended up on the other side of the station? It's something I've never even... Yeah, I never realised when I went on it. I just thought you'd end up back on the same side, but you don't. The first thing I thought was like, crap, my bag's on the other side of this station. I realised the gates kind of change depending on which side you're on. It's taking its time. Oh, it's coming. I think I'm on a 2-train service today. It's coming or what? Need to get my money back from Alton Towers. It's been longer than 2 minutes or so. Come on. Hi everyone who's joined, how you doing? Where have I downloaded it? This is on NoLimits Simulator 2. You can get it from the Steam Workshop. This one is from DJD711. So if you search for that account or search Alton Towers, you'll come across this recreation. And this is, as far as I can see, the only recreation of Air, but it's definitely the best one, I'm pretty sure. Here we go. That's what I like about these simulator games. Kind of everything is in perfect detail, the way that drops. Get the real full-on geeky experience, man. Right, do these open? I don't. I'm sure that the gates open on this, don't they? Maybe not. Spin over. Put our bag in quick. Right, we've got our bags. Slap them in there. Say hello to the ride up. How do?
Place your legs
And
in the
straight on.
restraints and pull the overhead
Right in the
harness
middle.
down to lock in the armrests.
I feel like on like inverted
to ride
coasters,
by
I like to sit on the side
securing all your
seats,
personal
but
items.
when it comes to like a flying coaster, it's much better when you're dead centre.
Cameras, phones, and bags
I don't know if
must
that's
be
just
left
me, it's
in
just
the
preference.
lockers.
Probably doesn't make much difference at all.
We request that you refrain from smoking, eating, or drinking
What
within the
VR do I
station
use?
area.
I haven't got any VR for the computer just yet. I've got
For your own
PlayStation
safety,
VR,
please do not sit,
which is
stand,
really good
or
actually.
climb on
Like,
the queue line fences.
I'd love to get one for the PC because things like this would be fantastic. Like, I can imagine like the sense of scale you get on it and everything. Be awesome. Here we go. That horrible feeling, you know, the first time you go on a flying coaster, it tilts you forward and like get all the blood rush into your head, and you're like, oh dear. It's like, what is this gonna feel like? Here we go through the tunnel of grey. They need to theme this tunnel. It'd be cool if they had like some kind of lighting effects, stuff like that. Maybe a bit of Nemesis Inferno style mist shooting at you. Really cool. Here we go. I'll have a little look around while I'm climbing up. 9 times out of 10, it usually slows down here. I don't know if that's normal, but every time I go on it, it kind of slows down. Everyone's like, oh, it's broke. It's actually completely normal. No Nemesis that way at the moment. Here we go. You did Superman. Oh, Superman this. Woohoo! This bit, it's such a weird experience being on your back. Good opportunity to wave to your mom. Hello. A good opportunity to wave goodbye to your nan who's leaving the park. Goodbye. Straight back. Now, I'd imagine we're going to end up on the other side of the station here, so hopefully it'll work.
Down to lock in the armrests.
I just feel a bit like restricted to
Move
my head on this thing.
By securing all your personal items.
Oh no, okay, we're going back this side. That's strange. Can't forget our bags though, you know. Right, here we go.
For your own safety, please do not sit,
Fun
stand,
swingy bit.
or climb on the queue line fences. Thank you.
Okay. Well, hey. So there was our first ride, front seat on air. Going back in time, you know. Back to the future. Grab our bags, let's get off of here. Is there a... Oh no. There's no way out. Okay, I guess we'll have to go the hard way. Let's go this way. Have a little sneaky peek around here. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm trying to judge how high this lift hill is because from the bottom to the top, it doesn't look about 60 feet. I think I'm talking from right at the bottom of there to the top. It's as big as Nemesis Inferno as lift hill, about 100 foot nearly. Don't know. This is something I'd love to find out. I wonder if you can actually get the statistics on NoLimits somehow of like the height. I don't know. Have a little view up here before our next ride. We'll go on the back seat, but I want to try to get some obscure views of air. Let's get it going. Coming over. Come on. There we go. So, how is everyone doing on this fine Sunday? I was going to say evening, Sunday midday. So, here we go. Get some views from up there. Jesus, falling down the stairs. There we go. Yeah, I think my favourite moment of air is actually just the fly to lie section here, because I don't think there's any other coasters that kind of have that section. I mean, you've got like the pretzel loops you have on other flying coasters, but that is completely unique. I mean, the pretzel loops are ridiculously intense. I've only experienced one on Manta at SeaWorld, and literally they're oh my god, stopped. Yeah, this is what happens, but it happens a bit earlier for me usually. But yeah, on Manta, backseat to that, go flying over the pretzel loop. Jesus Christ, you can feel like your chest is caving in. I think that's the best way to explain the experience to that. Whereas on this, it's similar. Like when you're on your back, you kind of feel like that. Your head's kind of rumbling a bit. Like you got that kind of feel the forces a bit more when you're on your back. Right, let's have a run over here. Can I jump over this bit? Oh well, I'll just have. Oh, I've missed the drop. See if we can high five anyone as I come past on the bottom of the drop here. Hello. See, here we go. Some more obscure views. I absolutely love how twisty B&M track looks. Like that there, it kind of twists into the fly to lie section. I love that. Awesome. Well, I think this is just spot on accuracy anyway for Air's layout. Can't see anything that's looking a little odd, if you know what I mean. It's all perfect by the looks. Even the support work is just spot on. You know, I'd love to create something like this on NoLimits, but I'll be honest, I just haven't got that knack. Especially with the track shape, and the track shaping on this thing is so difficult. It's not like Planet Coaster where you can kind of just bend it and hit smooth and whatever. You have to like create all separate nodes, and I can't do it, man. Here we go. Right, Sonderax. From base to top of Galactica's lift is 25 metres, a total height of 38 metres. The top of lift to the lowest point, 38 metres. That's quite high, actually. That's about, if that's true, that you're talking about 120, yeah, about 120 feet, I think, that, from bottom to top. That's crazy. Never even knew that. If that's right, then yeah, that is the biggest lift though at Alton Towers, so there you go. There's your pointless fact of the day. And here we go, and speed this up a little more. Get this nice twisty shot. Yeah, it looks sick. Right, I'm going to switch view to target view, and let the camera do its work for me. The drop just looks tiny though, that's the thing. If you're saying that it's, you know, you're looking at 38 metres from the bottom of the station to the top of the lift off, that drop looks about 50 feet. Ooh, weird feeling. Here we go. I don't know how I feel about the end of the layout on this though. I just feel like it's kind of, you know, you just kind of hit that finish button on NoLimits, Roller Coaster Tycoon. It just kind of creates the end of the coaster here. That's how it feels on the end of Galactica. It's just kind of like, you know, there's a few little dips and ends. Maybe I could do something else, something a bit more interesting, but I don't know. Right, let's get out of here. Come on. Nah, that's just not happening. There with it's this button. There we go. If we skydive, let's skydive. You don't do this every day at Alton Towers, so holy cow. Here we go. Top down view of the layout. That's something you don't see either. So yeah, it looks very small, doesn't it? Here we go. Let's have a nice dive. Oh crap. Oh man, there it goes. Here we go. Whee! Oh god, am I going to land on top of this train? Come on, come on, come on. No, I can land on top of the track. Come on. Ooh. Broke my ankle. Okay. Right, now we're going to go for a backseat ride on this. Let's go single riders fast track. And let's try this side this time. So we went the left side last time. I always love this view. This is like the photo opportunity when you're in the queue for air. I think when the parks open back up, I might do like a photo challenge for Alton Towers and see if people can get these kind of photos. So like the air photo challenge would be this shot when it's kind of swooping down on your back, and the smiler shot will be like when it's dueling through, you know, two of the inversions together, something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe put that into a video. Nemesis. What can we have for Nemesis? Obviously, we've got your little vertical loop shot, which is a cracking one. Right, we're gonna go on the back seat of this thing. This is the last gate. Okay. Oh, gotta wait till it does its thing, you know. Sondra. Crap, just noticed I messed up, sorry. Lift of 20 metres, height variation 25 metres, I messed up. Right, so realistically it is about 80 feet, roughly. Let's go on the outside, see this time. I'm taking my loose articles on, I can't be bothered to get to the gate. I mean, don't do that in real life, man, because if your phone comes out your pocket, it's going to break or break someone's skull, so just saying. Yeah, I'm just trying to think how tall Manta is compared to Galactica, because that's the only other flying coaster I've done. I think it's about 150 feet, that, and you can definitely tell the difference. Like, that first drop is crazy on Manta. Here we go. Luckily we don't have the misfortune and have someone's, you know, dirty feet in front of your face on NoLimits, so thank the dev team for that. Unless that's what you're into, I don't know. Smaller is taller at 30 metres. Yeah, I'd imagine so. I think smaller is the tallest lift up. I don't know why, I always feel like 13 feels the tallest coaster, but I think it's because it just seems to... The lift up kind of goes on for a lot longer than the others. Maybe it's just me. Oh, here we go. This is what happens usually. You just kind of like stop here and you might, you know, evac. I wonder if you can kind of simulate an evac on this. This will be good. Might try and do that. Yeah, I think after this run through, I'm gonna try opping for the very first time. I've never opted any rides on NoLimits or any other games, so I've got no prior experience. It's gonna be very noobish. Lovely, nice and chilled. What other coasters would you like to see? We do like a live stream let's play of. I mean, this is just one out of thousands and thousands on NoLimits. I kind of just want to focus on recreations at the moment, because obviously with the parks being closed, it's just kind of cool to get back on some rides, or, you know, it kind of feels a bit more realistic doing the kind of recreations. Right, so we've done that. Can I just drop out this? Oh, I'll just walk out. Right, let's have a go. I'm going to go into fly mode. Oh, how do that? Here we go, fly mode. I don't know how to do this. This is going to be weird. Should we play around with the weather first? Let's get some nice weather in here. We'll probably get a night ride. Can we get night on there? I don't know how it works. Yeah, let's have a bit of rain. Yes. Make it overcast. Proper Alton Towers rainy day. Here we go. Have a bit of thunder. Why not? That's what happens. Really windy day. Right, here we go. Nice to just see. Not right here, isn't it? That's it. Here we go. Look at that. Sorry guys. Keep getting my hands mixed up with what's going on? That's it. It's what I call it, a nice typical Alton Towers rainy day. Let's have a look at the comments while I'm here. Let's take in the nice weather while I'm here. The wind. I don't think it should be operating at this kind of wind. It looks like pretty torrential here. What we got? Manta's 43 metres. That's it. Yeah, it's roughly around 140, 150 feet, I think. 13 is only 18 metres tall. Still taller than every ride at my local park. Where's your local park? Oh, seems very quiet. Like, where's the sound of the train? Maybe the wind's kind of taking it. Yeah. So we've got on here, so why don't you try to make an RMC for a UK park? Try, I'm terrible. I might do it on Planet Coast though, if anything, because it's a little easier to make rides on it. Wow, the weather at the moment, that is crazy. Absolutely tipping it down. I've got an idea. I wonder what happens if I put snow on instead. Will it stick? Make it really overcast. In fact, if it's overcast, I need clouds. Get this thunder off. Don't need any thunder. Ha! No way. I see that every day. That's nice. So like the snow actually sticks to the floor. I never even noticed that. You have a nice little snowy ride on the air before we attempt to operate this thing. Oh, let's go. Here's a question for you. Have you ever been on a roller coaster in the snow? The closest I've got was at Phantasialand. Funnily enough, it was in May, and it did start snowing. Only lightly, but that's as close as I think I've got to riding something in the snow. I've rode Stealth in the hail, which was horrendous. Oh my god. Like the feeling of the hail smashing like straight into your face at 80 miles an hour is not fun. I'm telling you that now. Ah, so the gates do open. I've got a feeling this is going to slow slow my system down a bit with all the snow effects. We'll see what happens. Ah, theme park insanity, how you doing, mate? And I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you? Yeah, Stealth during the hail, never again. Definitely. Been on Shockwave at Drayton Manor in the snow? That'd be interesting. Bet you got cold feet from standing on top of the snow on the train. That probably doesn't happen, but who knows? I think my most memorable ride experience I've had with really bad weather was Furious Baco, and I didn't even get to ride it. It was that bad, but like so close to getting it. And it was me and my friend, my best friend Matty at the time. We was queuing for Furious Baco, and literally it was just tipping it down, thunder and lightning, typical Spanish storm this was, and it was crazy, man. I was so close to getting on. It was literally about 5 minutes from the front of the queue, and then they just closed the entire park. All the saloon was flooded. We had to literally walk across puddles of water up to our kneecaps. Seriously. See? You don't get this every day. Nice snowy ride on it. Feel very cold. How you doing, guys? Manta in the snow would be amazing. I don't think Manta will ever be in the snow because Florida just doesn't snow. But it would be good, man. Maybe Expedition Everest in the snow would be quite good because you know you're already on a mountain full of snow. Why not add the extra bit of snow in there? Where do you actually think the first UK RMC will be? Because I think it will be either Thorpe or Flamingo Land, because Alton Towers and BPL just don't have the space. That is a good question, actually. I mean, obviously everyone's been begging Thorpe Park for a very long time to get an RMC. I'm just gonna put this on an interactive view. Let's try and do that view. We'll get that speeded up right down. Another back to Flamingo Land's a good one, but I think if Flamingo Land get an RMC, I think it's more likely going to be one of the single rail ones, like the Raptor tracks, so like Wonder Woman Golden Lasso or something like that. Don't know why, it just seems right. I mean, they've got stuff like Mumbo Jumbo, Hero. They've got some really weird rides at Flamingo Land, and I think something like that would just be perfect. I don't think Pleasure Beach will be getting one anytime soon anyway, if they do. Alton Towers, probably not. Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably either Fort Park or Flamingo Land, really. Maybe Oakwood. I mean, yeah, they haven't built a big ride since Speed NoLimits, really, like a major ride, but you know, if they could get a single rail coaster there, it would be fantastic. I did a hail ride on Stealth at the start of 2018. It's from Theme Park Amazing. Surprisingly, the Swarm was worse. I'd imagine, actually, that's a good point, because I don't know, actually, I think going up the top hat when it's hailing, surely that's going to be worse than any part of Swarm, but that's an interesting point, man. Wouldn't that be painful to ride at 80 miles an hour riding hail? If you've done it in the rain, times that by like 100 and you'll kind of know the experience. Bolton's Park, one to watch. I also wouldn't rule out a Raptor at Pleasure Beach or Flamingo Land, or even Bolton's Park. Bolton's Park, I'm going in an interesting direction here, because they've always been very much a family park. But Tornado Springs, they kind of added, I can't think of the model, I believe it's like a Fabry coaster, Fabry gyro swing kind of thing. And that is a thrill ride, and it's such an unusual addition to the park, since they have no thrill rides. Maybe they are edging towards that kind of market, so like still be a family park, but be like Alton Towers, add some thrill coasters in there. Who knows? It'd be quite interesting to see. Oh, this is a weird view. What's going on? There we go. What else we got? Let's have a look. Grassy End. My most memorable experience was last season, Galactica torrential rain, and I was wearing a t-shirt. Yeah, when you flip onto your back and then it's all kind of coming down at you. Jesus, I can understand that. Imagine an RMC Ultimate would be. The thing is though, you can't RMC the Ultimate. I mean, you couldn't even retrack the Ultimate. I'm going to be honest, it's one of those coasters that's one of a kind. You just can't touch it. And people are gonna probably hate me for this. I'd rather them RMC, one of the Blackpool Woodies over the Ultimate, to be honest. Maybe like Grand National. God, people are going to kill me for that. I just think, the thing is with Grand National, the Woodie's quite old, so I don't know how far they could RMC it. They'd probably have to, create all the coaster from scratch again, really. So, I don't think RMC of Megaphobia would be amazing. Again, that is another one which I wouldn't like to see touched. Maybe a GCI retracking of it would be good, seeing as it was built by it was CCI, Custom Coasters International, who were the manufacturers before GCI. They kind of went on to being GCI, and I think the other half went on to doing a different kind of company, maybe. I can't remember the company now. It's like an American one. So maybe a GCI retracking of Megaphobia would be good. It's getting very, very rough. Last few times I've done it. I mean, if you get on the front, it's not that bad. But yeah, it's ridiculously rough now. Megaphobia towards the back anyway. Let's get off of this. Right, I might give it a try. Operating it. Again, like I said, I'm no good at this stuff, so I'm going to have to go on to, warp view again. So, fly view, that's it. Well, hey. Right, let's have a look at the manual operation, random stuff that we got. So, I think, is it F4? There we go. Yeah, like I said, I've never operated a coaster in my life. I've never even touched this panel really on here. My mate Scott come over the one time, he was trying to do Mako's transfer tracks. We got somewhere with it before, but like I said, I haven't really touched this. And I'd imagine with a dueling station, probably a bit weird. So, how do you do this? Do I just go E-stop? Let's E-stop it. Oh, E-stop. See if this will work. So hopefully this will land in the brake stop there. Come on. Speed time up a bit. Here it is. So E-stop has worked. So the other one we got mid. It should be up the lift hill now. Yep, going up the lift hill. Right, so I have no idea what to do here. Help me out, guys. Right, I'm going to focus on this train first. Let's get this back in the station, load it up, and then we can kind of carry on the other train. So, how do we do this? So, if we go by trains first, is this train 1? Ah, full manual mode. So, click on full manual, train 1, and we can move that. Hopefully, that's the one. So, we move it forward. Now, this bit, I don't know what's going to happen here. It's just going to turn that way. That's the way it goes. That's interesting. I want to see as well how these work. So, oh dear, I think we're gonna stop. I didn't keep my eye on that. I want to see how this works. So this transfer, does this work on here? Blocks, and then storage, switches. Ah, that's it. So emergency stop is activated. Okay, I know that. So do I take it off emergency stop and then I can... Ah, okay. So that's how that works. What's unnamed special track? This one. So maybe that's one of these things. I have no idea what that one is. Well, at least we got that one working. What's this one? Already switching position. Okay, stop it again. I need to... Is that going to the lift? Oh yeah. Nah. Right, here we go. Sorry if it looks like I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I just don't. Oh mate, we've overclocked the station a bit here. So if we go backwards slightly. Hey, stop. Forwards. Stop. Hang on, a little bit forward. Obviously this isn't how you do it in real life, but this is like full manual. This is madness. I don't know what I'm doing. So obviously with this flying car, so emergency stop is activated. So do I just take that off and then click that? Does that work? So that's the flying cars. Match to track. I have no idea what I'm doing here, I'll be honest. So train on storage. Let's recess. There we go. I'll be honest, I have no idea what's going on. I might just stop now. But that's what you can do on NoLimits, which is good. I mean, obviously, if you're a ride-op anyway, you'll probably feel right at home doing that kind of stuff. Me personally, I haven't got a bloody clue what I'm doing. I might have a bit of practice, and next time we'll definitely nail a full manual operation or something. What's on devices? This is only on the PC, I believe. I think it's on Mac as well, but yeah, you can only get this on PC. It's about, I think it's about £20-30. Depends if it's on offer or not. I'm sure I paid about £30 for this, and it's well worth it just to check out some of these creations that people have made already, because they are fantastic. And you could just literally, you just feel like you're in back of the park. Like now, I mean, it's rare that you come when it's snowing, unless it's Wicker Man opening day and it kind of spites you, but you know, what can you do, eh? God, that's a blast from the past. Did anyone go to Wickerman's opening day where it actually snowed? I ended up spending more time in the little park on CBeebies Land because it was dead, nothing was open, and we was going down the zip line, and it was a good laugh. I don't even think it was meant to be on there, but you know, when times are like this, you just gotta have some fun. Planet Coaster. Yeah, I've got Planet Coaster as well. Again, with Planet Coaster, that is just worth paying the £30 just to see some of these creations people have made, which I'll definitely check out soon. There was a phenomenal Disneyland one I saw, which I had a quick look at a few weeks back, and I thought, you know what, this is one thing I'd love to show off on the channel a bit. Just have a little walk around and stuff like that. I am gonna come off in just a moment. I think I've showed you pretty much everything you need to see on air. I mean, there's like this under the tunnel if you want to see stuff like that, but again, like I said, if you want to see this, you can get it. It's about £30 on the Steam store. Download this. It was created by DJD711. I wonder if that might be David Ainsworth's creation. I'm not too sure if that's his account, but I just want to say a massive shout out to him, and a massive shout out to everyone who's worked on this project, and a massive shout out to you guys for tuning in. Yeah, like I said, it's very spontaneous. I just saw this, I thought, why not, let's check this out with you guys. It's a Sunday afternoon and there's nothing better to do, so well, hey. And for normal videos on the channel, I am working on a video at the moment. Still very early days, but it's a beginner's guide to roller coasters, and it's basically the A to Z of geeky terms and elements. I'm going to do it in 2 parts because obviously the alphabet's massive, so I'm going to try and get that done for sometime next week. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you very soon. Try a bit. Hold on. Is this still... Oh, did you stop live stream? That's a good point. Bear with, guys. I did have this. It says toggle record. Ah, that's why. It's Control Shift.